Hey credit warriors, welcome to the show. Now you may have seen our recent video on reports in the Wall Street Journal that Goldman Sachs wants to stop issuing the Apple Card and pass it off to another issuer. Now that report is unconfirmed, it's from people with knowledge of the situation after all, but it did get me thinking, is the Apple Card still worth it in 2023? And in this video, we are going to get into all of that. But first, my name is Ben Hedges, aka The Credit Shifu. I post videos about credit cards and how to use credit card points for luxury travel. If you like the sound of that, do subscribe on YouTube, and you can also follow me on all of the other popular social media. My handles are on screen now. So what are the main selling points of the Apple Card? Well, there is the sleek titanium card. And the card also has no numbers printed on it, which could be advantageous if security is a concern of yours. But you won't be using the physical card much anyway, because you will earn much better rewards when you use the card through Apple Pay on your phone. So the card just earns 1% cash back when you use the physical card, but 2% back when you use it through Apple Pay for any spending category. Then there are also a load of merchants where you get 3% back if you use Apple Pay with them. These include Apple, and there are 11 in total, although they separate Uber and Uber Eats. That's really just one in my opinion, so I would say there are 10. But 3% on those, it's decent. The cashback you earn hits your account daily, which is unusual. With most rewards credit cards, the cashback or the points will post at the end of the statement cycle, so that would be monthly. You can also have the cashback go directly into your Apple savings account and start earning interest there too. Another really cool thing, if you really like Apple, is that you can pay monthly for Apple products with no interest. So you could buy a MacBook Air over 12 months at $99 per month with no interest, for example. It's kind of like having a 0% APR credit card that isn't just 0% APR for the first 12 months on everything, it's 0% forever, but just on one merchant, Apple. Then in addition to that, the card also prides itself on having no fees, so there's no annual fee, no late fee, and no foreign transaction fee. The card will still charge you interest though if you roll over a balance to the next month. It is still a real credit card, even though Apple present it as all, wonderful rainbows and titanium, whatever, sleek designs, but it is still a credit card. It will still charge you interest. The interest ranges from 15.99% to 26.99%, depending on creditworthiness. So those are the advantages of the card. Let's now go through all those points again and rip it apart. So the titanium card, very cool, but you're never going to use it because you are a sucker if you pay for something with a credit card and get just 1% cash back. Like even the Citi Double Cash gets 2% cash back on everything and also has no annual fee. So realistically, you're always going to use the card through Apple Pay so that you get that 2% cash back. And to be honest, that's not even that great a rate either. It simply matches the Citi Double Cash, the Wells Fargo Active Cash, the TD, Double Up card. There's a load of 2% cards nowadays. It really isn't that hard to get 2% cash back on everything, not using Apple Pay. Then there are also other cards that compete with the Apple Card on mobile wallet purchases. For example, the US Bank Altitude Reserve. That gives 3 points per dollar on mobile wallet spending, which includes Apple Pay. And those points are worth at least 1 cent per point, but if you redeem them for travel, they're actually worth 1.5 cents per point. So that turns your 3x back, on mobile wallet spending into actually 4.5% cash back. That totally destroys the value proposition from the Apple Card on mobile wallet. Now, the Altitude Reserve does have a $400 annual fee, but it is offset by a $325 credit for travel, dining, takeout, and restaurant delivery purchases, taking you down to an effective annual fee of just $75. And there are actually some other things on this card that could take it down even more, but 75 is just the easiest figure to use because that credit is really easy to get. So if you're into travel and do mobile wallet spending, the Altitude Reserve is a really great alternative. If you spend $3,000 a year through mobile wallet on the Altitude Reserve and then you use the points you earned for travel, you will get $135 in value. Compare that with just $60 cashback if you spent the same amount through mobile wallet on the Apple Card. The difference between those two numbers is $75, which pays off the effective annual fee on the Altitude Reserve. So basically, if you're going to spend more than $3,000 a year through mobile wallet, the Altitude Reserve makes more sense. Then we also have the new PayPal MasterCard that earns 3% back on all PayPal purchases and has no annual fee. Now, this may be easier to do online websites that accommodate PayPal that have a PayPal button, but some stores do even allow PayPal in-store as well. And you know what? Apple even accepts PayPal, so you could actually get the same rate, 3%, with the PayPal MasterCard at Apple as you would with the Apple credit card. But actually, for Apple products, you could get an even higher rate of cashback and a cheaper price. Check out this 15-inch MacBook Air. It's $1,299 at the Apple Store with 3% cashback on the Apple Card. But if you hop over to Amazon, you can get the exact same thing for $100 cheaper at $1,199 and 5% back with the Amazon credit card. I had to check it out several times to make sure it's true, but it is.
It's true. All of it. It's all true.
But the Apple credit card does give you the ability to pay over time with no interest for Apple products, which is a feature that I cannot fault. Not everyone necessarily has a few $1,000s just lying around to buy a new computer when their old one breaks. Now, I don't often recommend going into debt, but one of the only times I do is when you can get a 0% APR offer. Now, normally we're talking about 0% APR cards that are like 0% for 12 months, but the Apple Card offers 0% interest and monthly installments on Apple products. So it could be a very good deal, especially if you're buying something that is for your business and it's going to help you make money. Like in my case, buying a faster computer to help me edit videos faster. And actually my editor did just take advantage of a 0% APR deal, not on the Apple Card, but on another card to buy a brand new iMac so he can edit videos at home and be more efficient. So that is one thing I cannot fault the Apple Card on, the pay over time feature. But the cashback rates are not competitive when compared with other cards. The titanium card is kind of a waste because you'll probably never use it. And cashback being paid daily, well, that's not really something that's important to me. I can wait until the end of the month. It's like, woohoo, I earned 50 cents cash back today. What am I going to do with that? Well, I'll probably wait a few weeks, maybe a month, until it builds up to more and I could actually buy something with it. So when we ask, is the Apple Card still worth it in 2023? I think it really depends on worth it for who. If we're talking about the staunch Apple enthusiast who always wants the latest iPhone every year, no matter whether they can afford it or not, I would say, yeah, go get the Apple Card and pay 0% interest on Apple products with pay over time. You would otherwise just be putting it on another credit card anyway and paying interest. Or another person who may benefit could be the beginner to the credit card game who likes the sound of the zero risk application that the Apple Card has, okay? They will not perform a hard credit check if you are rejected for the card. And actually, even if you're approved, it's only a soft pull until you actually accept the offer. And Apple and Goldman Sachs have been known to approve some lower than average credit scores for this card as well. And then the way the Apple software displays your balances, your interest payments, etc., it's very, very clear and easy to understand. So this could be great for a beginner who's just getting into the credit card game. But for someone who is really trying to maximize credit card rewards on their spending, this card is just not worth it. There's no welcome bonus, which is normally pretty standard on credit cards of any level, and the cashback rates that the card earns are just not competitive compared to other cards. Now guys, if you do want to browse a selection of what I think are the best cards out there, I will put my top credit card picks, a link to that page, in the description below. My top picks focus more on travel credit cards, so below that I will also put the top cashback credit cards on our partner website, creditcards.com, for you to check out as well. As always, using our links does really help out our show, so we thank you very much if you do. Advertiser disclosure right at the bottom of the description section if you want to see it. Also, if you have a credit card, you probably need a wallet to put it in. So don't forget, we do have a wallet store. We do sell wallets. We have our Credit Shifu minimalist wallets, which are great for people who just want to carry cards, not so much cash. And then we have our larger traveler wallets, which have space for both cards, your ID, and some bills in there as well. Link for the wallet store is below. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Please subscribe on YouTube, follow us on all the other social media handles on screen now, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.